If life has all of a sudden forced you out of a situation and you're experiencing sudden change, humiliation, or even discomfort and the pressure that goes with that, then keep listening because this is for you. So there's moments in life when change does not arrive gently. And that might be a husband or a wife presenting that they've met someone else, asking for a divorce, or you're just getting a divorce because it's no longer working, sudden job loss, being forced to leave a home, or something public getting away from you. So in the blink of an eye, everything feels like it's changed. And the worst part of those situations is not the loss itself, it's normally the exposure that you feel, like everybody judging you or having an opinion about it. So you feel foolish, rejected, humiliated, and blindsided. But I think this is the time when you actually look more deeply. Don't worry about what's happening externally to you. Instead, ask, were you really blindsided by this? Like, most of the time before change happens, life's been giving you hints. It's like whispering at you to change yourself or to change the path you're on. When you choose not to make decisions or rock the boat, what happens is eventually it blows up to ensure that you change paths. So they're not coming from nowhere. It's just that you've stayed in a situation far longer than you've been aligned to. And life says, well, that's enough. We're going to force you out of it because that path is not for you, which is a good thing. I know it doesn't feel like a good thing at the moment, but the path that you are on is not aligned to the future version of you. So you have to be removed from that path so you can get more aligned to who you're becoming. And that's really destabilizing, and I get that because there's a lot of pressure on you to sort of deal with that level of discomfort, especially when you've got feelings of betrayal or you feel like life is unfair, it's just too sudden, and it's brutal. But if you avoid collapsing into blame of the other person, whether it be a boss or your partner or whatever, went out from underneath you, and instead think more about what is life asking me? Like, what does it want me to do from here? That question will change everything. Because if you can start thinking about what you were avoiding and also what it's asking of you now, maybe you can see that the future that you need is going to be without those elements, the stuff that was actually taken away, and it will benefit you because it's kind of liberating. At the very moment, you might not feel like you're liberated from the situation, but on some level, you will know that you are because there's something more to come. And if you hold that feeling that there's something more to come properly, that pressure becomes the fuel and it drives you to move forward and to begin again. And that's why in life, when people have really powerful, destabilizing moments where they've lost something, they tend to bounce back, twice as hard. Like they come back in such a powerful way because the pressure of humiliation and exposure and betrayal and all that drive you and give you some sense of determination to do something different. And that's why so many people sort of come out of those ashes as a different person. So, but the key is not to identify with how bad it was that it happened to you, but instead think about why did it happen and where's it leading me? And then you can have that clean break and you have a deeper sense of honesty with yourself. And, you'll also have some discernment about, the next chapter and what you want in that. And that's a really good thing because you don't want to carry the baggage from the past forward so that you experience that again. That type of severing is like a karmic severing, so you don't have to experience that karmic suffering again in the next phase. Because the last thing you want is to get into another relationship with the same problems or another job with the same problems or whatever it may be. You want to go through it sort of releasing all of that and knowing that you're going to be a fresher, more aligned version of yourself. And you have that reason to rise from it because you are being asked for something new. So you can shape your life in a very different way. And once that shock settles, the invitation really becomes clear about not wasting that pressure, but instead using it so that it drives your next phase forward so you can do something that's really powerful and really aligned with who you are without all that external stuff that was keeping you in your box.